Sup Fams, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the retro movie review, and today we'll be quickly doing man, I'm just really stuttering today right now. We're gonna be doing a quick 40th anniversary spoiler review of The Breakfast Club coming up right now, and I hope you guys enjoy the show. Alright guys, quiet on set. Scene 1, take 1. Action. Boom! Now, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you share with your friends. Also hit that bell for notifications because, well, it does help the channel a lot. And if you're new here, welcome, sit down, relax, and enjoy the show. So for this video, I'm just gonna do a quick spoiler review. So again, like I said, spoilers coming up. So I'm gonna do like a quick spoiler review because this movie came out a long time ago. But then again, it's always getting new audiences every year and every time. So really like that a lot. And after that, we talk about the film. I'll be doing a nice dual review. So I'm gonna be talking about the movie and also talk about the Criterion Collection Blu-ray release. So, well, let's not waste any time. Let's just get started. The Breakfast Club was about like a bunch of kids on a Saturday. They're in a long, basically a school day of the full school day of detention. While they all have their differences, they all get to learn each other and bond over each other, and also sneak around and do mischievous things. Oh, so that is my plot synopsis of the film. Now it's gonna have to read that is basic story, but is really good. All I gotta say is what in my opinion made this movie a classic to me is because, of course, the performances by everybody. Judd Nelson, Molly Ringwald, Ali Sheedy, Anthony Michael Hall, Paul Gleason, and Emilio Estevez. They all did an amazing job, man, and really, like, at first it's like Bender, like he's played by Judd Nelson. You don't like the guy, you find him annoying, and you basically like hate him in a way, but then again, you get to know him and you get to understand why. It's one of those where like, don't judge a book by its cover like that, but then again, even though like he's kind of an asshole, but then again, you really understand where he's coming from. And I would say this, even though despite their flaws, you kind of do see yourself in each and every one of these characters. And that is really cool. I actually really enjoy it. Doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl, you can identify with any character. In my opinion, I kind of mostly identified with Allison, who's played by Ali Sheedy. Actually, like, I was kind of like in high school, well, I was bubbly in theater class. A lot of times in high school, I was that quiet guy, you know? So I really saw myself in her. And in a way, my anger issues a bit in Bender, but not the violent type, more like, you know, just cussing a lot. But yeah, everybody does a great performance, man. You really get to like, you really just fall in love with these characters. And by it's like the movie is like, let me see, what's the runtime here? 97 minutes, and it just feels like an hour because in my opinion, I just get so invested with these characters, and you don't want the day to end with them. And once it all wraps up, I feel sad, but in a good way. Like, oh man, I'm sadder that it's over, but it was good. It was nice, you know. And of course, you know, the theme song, you know, Don't You Forget About Me, the song, classic. So, oh my god, also the cinematography, it is amazing. The technical aspects, you know, it's really freaking good. It's just nice. You feel like there's some moments where it looks like claustrophobic, but then again, like, but there are so many shots where it just feels grandiose and big, and it all mostly takes place in a library. So yeah, this film is directed by John Hughes, and I gotta say, this guy knows how to direct actors and knows how to direct the camera. And really, this is actually I think this, in my opinion, this is his best movie, really. I've seen a couple of John Hughes films, and man, oh man, this just doesn't beat it. I think this one just beats it. I just think that this is grandiose, where he just really finds a perfect cast, and he just knows how to work with them. And he also shows how youthful he is from the style of directing, if that makes any sense. And as a fellow Chicagoan myself, I just love that this film is pretty much shot in Chicago or in Illinois. And man, I mean, there's a little bit of bias right there. And even when the movie, like the pacing, it's so good, but even when the movie kind of slows down a bit, you're already taking it in because, again, the layers, it's like you're peeling layers from an onion. I know, Shrek reference right there. But with every single character, this is a nice character study of just the average, any like troubled high school student that was going through things in high school. And again, like I said before, we can all identify with each and every one of them. I would say not just one, but I would say each and every one of them, you know? And of course, Paul Gleason, man, he is just amazing, man. Just like, you can kind of tell that this dude is like, his character, like he's very, just a bit, you know, kind of behind the times, and he's got to adapt to it, man. You can't just really assume that these kids are bad because they're just bad, born bad. No, they were made in a way. But then again, I cannot say they're bad. You know, everybody has their own problems and reasons why they're in detention. Of course, you know, Allison, because yeah, you could tell that her parents ignore her. You can really tell from the opening, see how like she tries to say goodbye to them, you know, because she's going to the detention, but they just drove away. And she just wants attention and everything. And also like the reason why she's there is because she didn't do anything. She's got nothing better to do. Anthony Michael Hall, he had a flare gun and oh my Jesus Christ. Oh man, and Bender, of course, is Bender. That's why he's in detention, man. And yeah, he seems like he doesn't care what anybody says, but really, he really does. I think this is one of those movies that we owe a lot to, where like, you get to know troubled characters get bonding together, and then they try to act hard and badass, but like they act like they don't care, but really deep down they do. I think this is one of the first few movies, if not the first movie, to do that, and we owe a lot to this movie. A lot of movies pretty much like in a way copied or replicated that, or just homage that. So Breakfast Club really is very special for that. But yeah, then again, not much I can really say of this film though. Is that everybody's just dissected everything much better than I have, and I'm trying to make this like a quick spoiler review for you guys. So yeah, it's great characters, great pacing, great cinematography. I think it's just an amazing film overall, man. Even though if I had any issues, they're just more like nitpicks and all that stuff. So like, yeah, like going back to Allison, I don't like that they gave her this pink makeover over her, because I feel like it kind of like Ali Sheedy, she's gorgeous, but I also feel like it kind of like, I think that's a bit out of her character, you know? I just think so. You know, just to impress Emilio Estevez and all that stuff. Oh my God, Emilio Estevez, man. Oh my God, he was amazing at that. He's that high school jockey, but again, he obeys his dad. His dad is mooching off his son. It's a classic example of that. And I know for a fact with every character in this film, everybody goes through that to this very day. And before I wrap up this portion of the video, Molly Ringwald, she is just again amazing in this movie. She is great. You actually, again, she's like a princess, but then again, I also feel like deep down she doesn't like being that, you know. She doesn't like the attention. She doesn't like any of that. It's all just due to peer pressure and everything. And I feel like at the end of the day, she doesn't really care about that. I think she just wants to be left alone. And I like that a lot. Really do. That's how I interpret her character. So with that, I will give, of course, The Breakfast Club a perfect 5 out of 5 stars. I think it's a classic, man, in my opinion. All right, so now we're done with the movie review. Let's actually take a quick review of the Criterion Blu-ray. All right, sorry, let's just take a look at the packaging here real quick. And of course, Criterion just basically uses the amazing classic poster of The Breakfast Club in this nice, of course, clear keep case. Here's the spine here. So this should be spine 905. I don't know why my camera cannot focus on that. And here is the back of the case here. Open it up. Beautiful disc artwork. Take a quick look at the booklet here. The brain, the athlete, the basket case, the princess, and the criminal. Basically, this is like the essay. Like the essay, the 1,000 word essay. This is it. Take off the disc, and you get artwork in the back. All right, so first things first, we're going to talk about video, audio, and then special features. So we're going to quickly talk about the video quality, but I'm going to talk about, well, excuse me, the master that's in this book. About the transfer, The Breakfast Club is presented in its original aspect ratio of 185:1. Black bars at the top and bottom of the screen are normal for this format. This digital transfer was created in 4K resolution on an ARRIScan film scanner from the 35mm original camera negative. The original monaural soundtrack was remastered from the 35mm DME, dialogue, music, and effects tracks. Clicks, thumps, hiss, hum, and crackle were manually removed using Pro Tools HD and Isotope RX. 4K remastering and restoration, NBC Universal Studio Post, Universal City, California, under the supervision of Universal Pictures. So basically, this transfer is, from what I read from the reviews, because I've never owned this ever on Blu-ray, DVD, or VHS. And this film was actually the same. It's the same master from the 30th anniversary Blu-ray release from Universal, because I believe they had a regular Blu-ray release when it came out until like, well, it got a proper remaster for the 30th anniversary, and this is the exact same video transfer. And I gotta say, guys, nothing short but amazing, man. Like, grain structure is good. It's very sharp and crystal clear. Skin textures are really nice and natural. Colors are vibrant, but yet at the same time muted and natural, because of course it fits the tone of the film. And it's just a consistent sharp picture quality, man. You can really see just the details, and not just the characters, but in the background, and even shots that are out of focus. So yeah, nothing short of just amazing, man. Colors, it's just amazing. And of course, this is a 4K resolution here on a 2K Blu-ray disc. Man, it is amazing. And of course, I cannot wait for Criterion to put out their like 4K release very soon. Because man, imagine with HDR, like the full resolution HDR 10 and Dolby Vision, this is gonna look amazing. This is an amazing, I would say, perfect transfer right now. The best transfer to own, basically the best way to own the movie in my opinion. But still though, like imagine like a true 4K mess, like a release, holy shit, man. So yeah, nothing much I could say. The picture quality is amazing. Now here we have a mono track, a 1.0 mono track, and a 5.1 DTS HD master audio track for the audio. And I mostly listen to the, I prefer to listen to the mono track. I know I sampled some of the 5.1 mix, and it's good, it's pretty good, but I prefer the mono track because in my opinion, the mono track, it is perfectly balanced, especially how it's matrixed on my Dolby Atmos system. It is just phenomenal, man. Like the dialogue is so crystal clear, man. The music's amazing. It is loud and bombastic in every way. And when it is matrix, man, the bass and LFE levels are just amazing, man. It is a pretty immersive mono track, I gotta say. It's really cool, man. And there's a lot of scenes where it's just dialogue, just dialogue and sound effects, and it is just freaking awesome, man. The mix is very freaking good. It is so dynamic, and it's just crispy, you know. It's very, like, in my opinion, just crispy sounding, you know, like when it's just clean, you know. It's clean and just cleaner. That's all. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, the 5.1 mix is good, but then again, there are some ones where it just sounds a bit muffled compared to the mono track. So the mono track, it is just, in my opinion, amazing. And that is the, you know, the original theatrical audio mix. So yeah, my audio track is amazing. Special features, oh boy. So we got here audio commentary from 2008 featuring actors Anthony Michael Hall and Judd Nelson. New interviews with actors Molly Ringwald and Ali Sheedy. New video essay featuring director John Hughes. Production notes read by Nelson. Documentary from 2008 featuring interviews with the cast and crew. 50 minutes of never before seen deleted scenes, deleted and extended scenes, rare promotional and archival interviews, expert from the 1985 American Film Institute seminar with Hughes, 1999 radio interview with Hughes, segment from a 1985 episode of NBC's Today featuring the film's cast, audio interview with Ringwald from a 2014 episode of This American Life, trailer, and of course the essay, the little booklet, an essay by author and critic David Camp. So as far as I know, only like one featurette is missing, and I believe it's based off I think it was just called the Brat Pack, which is like a 6 to 5 minute featurette, which basically I've never owned it, but I've heard it's nothing to miss, you know, nothing to really, you know, be upset about. But yeah, the interviews with Melanie Ringwald, Ali Sheedy, and the rest of the cast, it's amazing. This is really freaking cool, man. It's really freaking nice. I love that a lot. Yeah, so the newest interviews at the time, since this came out on 2018, 2017, the only new interviews they got that from Criterion, it was just Ali Sheedy and Molly Ringwald, and they were great, but one of the highlights of this is, of course, the basically 15 minutes of deleted and extended scenes that are based off the work print version. And unfortunately, it's like from I think it's from a beta tape or a VHS tape they got, but it's still amazing to just, well, see it. And it's just, you really see like alternate takes and just scenes that were just cut out from the film that didn't make it to the final film, and that was really cool. But then again, to me, kind of glad they kind of cut those scenes off, because I just think that the final cut is just perfect as is. And of course, they have that awesome feature-length documentary of 2008, man. It is just freaking amazing, man. I love it, man. And all these other segments, like from 1999, all these, like, just these television stuff, interviews, additional interviews, it is just amazing, guys. So everything that you need to learn about the Breakfast Club, it is on here. And yeah, not much I can say. So I would not be sad if once Criterion puts out a 4K upgrade of this and they put no new bonus features, I would not be upset about it. So yeah, it's It is just awesome, man, because I get to learn everything about this film. So man, with basically, yeah, I already talked about gave my rating of the film. Now I'm gonna give my rating of the physical media release from the Criterion Collection. I gotta say, this is a must own. It is a must have, especially if you're a fan of the Breakfast Club. So yeah, so that was my 40th anniversary review of the Breakfast Club. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you guys so much for watching my video. So let me know down in the comment section down below. Have you guys seen the Breakfast Club, and do you have any like physical copy of the film? Please let me know down in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your opinions on it. So this is Javi from JAVIWOOD Productions signing off, and I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and happy 40th anniversary, The Breakfast Club.